Am I back? Yay! Yay! Oh my goodness, hold on. Ah! I gotta sneeze! Omega sneeze! Okay, yay! Okay. Problem is, we probably missed a couple seconds of dialogue. Fuck. This is, when was the last time we saved? Oh, the game absolutely has crashed, I'm sure of it.
I'm not.
May have to start the scene over. Fuck. Yeah, it's crashed. Alright. That's okay. I had lost track of what was being said because I was freaking out and I didn't realize. Remix. Yeah, remix that. Oh, thank you, Lepezi. It's, I always sneeze in, like, usually multiples of 3, or if it's a real good sneeze, it's 4. That remix was wild. The autosave in Desire Girl's room, didn't it? Yes, I believe it did. Okay, so... Oh, shit. Don't... Stupid Rose, don't tab out. Don't tab out. I tabbed out. Okay, don't die. Don't die this time. It could be a situation like with Maria in Silent Hill 2, if she's really a manifestation of his perfect woman and she has no choice but to try to pleasure him. Oh, maybe. I just call her Maria 'cause Silent Hill. Yeah. I have a final thought that I can watch on YouTube later. Yeah. Alright, take care. Thank you, Chiron, for joining us. Have a good day at work. Load. Autosave. Oh, right. Oh, yes. Now I can go through this and not, Take care. I can go through this and not look at her stupid underwear. Alright, we're gonna go through this again pretty quickly. Get back to where we were. Find out what you know first. I'm not a murderer.
Frank.
That's a really good idea, Lepezi. That maybe this is, like, the Queen of Maggots in disguise.
Just...
It's human nature. Either way, he should... I'm...
Lucifer. It's time you...
I am your secret little desire, Joe.
Well, apparently
You're a
that's what she
perfect
is.
Woman. I'm never bitter, or tired, or not in the mood. Instead, I'm composed, and strong, and spontaneous. I don't burn you. I don't. Now is the certificate of and... What do you say?
My thoughts about that is even if she really is a manifestation of his inner desires, his real desires of what a perfect woman would be, I don't think that changes that. I still think that he shouldn't go with her because we are not at the how do you say this? I'm not being very articulate today. We are not at the mercy of our desires, you know, like our base wants and I don't know, instincts, because our power of choice is very, very important. So, I mean, I think that it's irrelevant whether she is really a manifestation of his desires or not.
Well, you're a good guy. After all, you did indeed.
Alright, let's skip through. Skip.
We're so... You know what? I helped you just...
I hate you.
Right. The little mouse... You...
Wait, did I not
I
examine
thought
all the
some-
other clothes last time? I hate you. Just leave.
We're not gonna...
I know a perfect... Tempting.
It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea, Joe, but you don't ever listen to me anyway. I think Joe's real desire is to help Ivy become the woman he's dreamed up, confident, strong, and happy. I think it may not necessarily have to be that arc because oh, I meant to go through the door. Is because what? Oh, that's right. Maybe it's more about not giving up on someone that you love. Not necessarily that you're trying to make her into everything that you want, but more about helping her? Helping her out of her nightmare? Her nightmare that's just inside her head, and I'm sure that he really truly cares about and loves Ivy, or I believe he at least did at some point, and maybe she's changed because of all this. But maybe he's trying to help her get back to who she was. I don't really see it as he's trying to. Well, maybe then I'm trying to find the best in everyone, right? Even when they don't deserve it. I'm not looking at those fucking things. Okay, you didn't mean make her. You meant help her get better. How about let's put it the best version of herself, right? Maybe he's trying to make her, trying to help her become the best person, the best version of herself. And I think he and Ivy would be very
Come on.
happy together, very happy together.
Just a second. I think I saw something.
If she was healthier, you know? It seems like the majority of their problems have come from her eating
Turns out it
disorder
was nothing.
or other mental
Hey,
problems,
wait for me.
mental health issues going on. Forgot that.
Joe, let me in. Shit.
I hope that's true, but then again, I do have a tendency to try to force my views of like the best of a person being a good person. I mean, I've played other games where the protagonist is not a good person. The protagonist is not necessarily a good person. They're actually kind of a piece of shit, which is what I thought Joe was going to be starting out, right? Like, we had all these options for being unsympathetic, being impatient, being dismissive, being selfish and making it be about him. Like, oh, I'm tired too. Like, I don't want to deal with this right now. Lots of options for that. But I'd like to believe, kind of like what I said earlier, that we were creating his character instead of both dialogue options reflecting
Welcome to my private
his inner
bedroom,
thoughts.
Joe.
I don't know what I'm saying. Shut up. Don't listen to me. I don't want to. I hate you. Okay, I can't read at the chat right now because I have to read this.
Why won't you just explain all
Shit.
this to me?
What's there to explain? Isn't it obvious that we fancy each other?
I don't fancy you.
No? Then tell me this. On your way here, when you found my panties, did you examine them?
No.
Well, that's a shame. I wanted you to do it.
But really, I just want to understand what's going on here.
But didn't we already have this conversation? Twice?
Yeah, but every time we do, you tell me exactly nothing.
Fine. I'll tell you a secret.
Okay.
This hotel is built on an ancient Indian burial ground.
Sure it is.
What?
You'd believe anything at this point, wouldn't you? Except the truth, of course.
That one is always hard to accept.
Why are you trying to seduce me?
Because you and me are a perfect match, Joe. We
She's
are
like
meant to
pawing
be
at me
together.
like a kitty.
Just imagine this. No more silent treatments. No more crazy talk. No more of any of that shit. You don't deserve it. You never did.
I've seen this axe before.
This axe? Are you sure?
Paw, meow.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But it's just an ordinary fire axe.
Despite the
We
fact
keep
that I
it here in
completely
case of,
detest
you
this
know,
woman.
Fire?
There's blood on it.
Maybe just a drop or two.
What is it doing here?
It's a gift for you. I told you. This axe will be your final weapon.
You're expecting me to murder somebody with this axe?
Oh, don't play innocent, Joe. You've already murdered a bunch of people today, and some animals.
They were not real people.
Look, I'm not saying it bothers me. All I want is for us to be together. But that's not going to happen unless you take this axe and remove that one last obstacle.
What? What obstacle?
What obstacle?
She can't be referring to the Sophie. Oh yes,
The
meow.
creature standing right behind you. You didn't mistake her for a friend by any chance, did you? That sweet, naive little Agnes. Her only purpose was to stop you in your tracks. She was lying to you all along. Just look at her. This is the real Agnes. The parasite that you have to kill.
No. I don't believe you.
It's your choice, but deep down you know what you've got to do. Grab that axe, take a big swing, and fuck her up.
Oh Jesus! Well, I'm gonna take this axe for sure. So now it's my fire axe. Let's just see how it feels in my hands. What? Okay.
You can do it, Joe.
I'm leaving.
You really think
Absolutely.
I'll fall for these lies.
Holy shit! Oh my gosh. That's not the real Agnes. That's not the real Agnes. That's not the real Agnes. That's not the real Agnes.
Sophie, I'm coming for you. This is the end.
Holy crap, he's turning into a monster. He really is. Holy shit. No. Oh boy. Alright, which one are we going to? The one in the house, right? Yes, yes, go to. That wasn't the real Agnes. That wasn't the real Agnes. That wasn't, tell me that. Killed the ouch, splitting headache. Well then, I was finishing at the end that said with Sparta! Yeah, he does walk like the axe murderer. He does! Oh my gosh, have I done everything wrong? Have I been manipulated this entire time? Were the Sophies really innocent people? Maybe the... I'm going over here because there's things, okay? Not because I'm procrastinating and... Is this the last Sophie? Guys? Guys? Okay. This place is really run down. Let's see if there's anything to be said about... Oh, is she gone? She's gone! She's gone! She was sitting right here, wasn't she, guys? Well, did they say that there was 3 or 4? Were there 3 or 4 Sophies? Great, she locked the door behind her. But that's not gonna stop me. Ugh. Yeah, I'm in denial that that wasn't the real Agnes. Come on, you can't. What if... Wait, Ark says, what if the Axeman that chased you around the house kills you because that part was the memories you're after now? Oh, that's a bit of a trip. I don't know if I can wrap my head around that. For that matter, is there a different way to handle the Sophies? Was there? Because for a couple of them, there was not. In fact, for the only one that I think there may have been a different solution for was for the syringe Sophie. But every other time I've showed resistance, this feels wrong. This feels bad. Like, this is not... This song! The piano! Listen, this song! This. I heard this at work! Is this just going to be a tragedy that he was manipulated this whole time? He's been killing innocent people and... he's the one who's just completely psychotic? These monsters never existed, they're delusions. And he's been trying to courageously save his wife, but he's really, I don't know, killing her piece by piece. Are we getting close to the end? I feel like we are. I'm gonna be super bummed out if we are. We've been here before. Just felt it necessary to just throw in a little bit of an English accent there. The only one I know. Okay. And look, here it is. Here it is. We come back to... This was the cat cemetery. Again, the swan. Yeah. This is where they grew up. Oh, shit. What the hell is that? That's disgusting. What is it? All I can discern from that is just loads of intestines. I can't even see... I can't even tell if it's an animal or a person or what. It doesn't even look like either. I'm back home. Guys, do you think this is going to come full circle and finally address his little brother? Oh my god, you're right! The red flowers! The red flowers are gone! Oh my gosh! Good looking out, Lepezi! Jeez. Examine. It's addressed to me.
Looks like I don't need the axe anymore.
Huh. Okay. That's curious. Because he gets a chainsaw. My quiet haven. Who's that?
They call me all sorts of names. If I play the piano after dark for 2 minutes.
Is that Ivy when they first
But
meet?
no one
in
does
adulthood?
anything when there's real bloody noise in the middle of the night. It seems to be coming from Joe's flat.
Is this Susan? Sounds like... It sounds like Susan's voice. Oh my god! Lepezi says the exact same thing! Hot damn! We're like, wait, you are on this. Great, the fire axe is missing. I always knew it was a bad idea to put a murder weapon on display like this. Holy shit! It's so integrated! I'm so excited about this. Broken glass. Oh man, this is amazing! I bet it's me who will end up cleaning all of this. That is definitely Susan, now that I recall it's her jacket and shirt. That big piece of glass could be useful, but it looks too sharp to pick up with my bare hand. Oh my god, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! The electric meter! This is it. This is literally right here in the cat lady. Oh.
Wide open.
Susan.
Hello?
Oh my gosh. This is so incredible. Ugh.
End of the road, bitch. Just ask the cat.
Okay, guys, here's an idea. Was if there's 4 or 5 Sophies or whatever, are the different Sophies, are they all different parts of Ivy's monster? Right? Ivy's monster that was telling her things. Ark says don't do it. Don't do it. That is a monster if I ever seen one. I'm wondering if killing each fragment of a Sophie is killing her monster, killing Ivy's monster to free her. But who the hell is Sophie, and why are they being referred to by Sophie's name? Well, let's see what we can do. We can't even talk to it? What? There's nothing that can be done here? Yeah, I was thinking that in killing the Sophies you might be purifying Ivy in some way. Yeah, that. Oh. Okay, let me demonstrate that there's nothing else to do. There's nothing else that I can do in this room. In response to your question, Lepezi, maybe it was somebody she dated before she met Joe. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be true because, I mean, she was never fat. I don't think. We've done it. We've done it, boys. Okay. Surprisingly, not a lot of options to deviate from the path laid out, the singular path laid out by the developers. Makes me feel like I'm being watched. Ooh, we can enter it. But the monsters, they talk to you from the other side, right? Or something like that? Alright. Looks like we're on a beach. Hopefully we're gonna find Sophie waiting for us. I'm a little confused about all this. Because Sophie was being... Wait, what? Oh my god, her ribbon's not red. Her ribbon's not red, guys. No. No, she's not dead.
All of this.
She's not dead. There's
for
no
nothing.
way.
Except, I will never give up on you. Never. There's still a way to bring you back.
Oh, shit.
Come.
I'm playing as Susan again? This is inside her apartment? Whoa. Please, just don't start ringing all of a sudden. That can't be. Yeah, I knew he was crying, but I thought he must know something I don't. Or something I can't tell from just the type of observational view that I have. But once I saw that the ribbon wasn't red, I was pretty sure that they were gonna say she was dead. This hole leads right into Morrison's old flat. The fuck is this? Looks like flies are having a good time on that disgusting pile of rotten food. It's chained to the floor. Very odd. Whose room did we go into? Whose apartment are we in? Why would anyone have a lock on the bedroom dresser? What's he hiding in there? It's locked. What was Joe planning to do with this rope? Where in the timeline are we right now? This is Joe's apartment, right? I don't think we should bring her back, guys. I don't... Wait, her ribbon is red again. What the hell? It was definitely a white ribbon on the other screen. Why is she dead? Why is she dead and how is she dead? I demand an explanation. Like, you just find her on a beach. Am I supposed to assume that, like, somehow when we've never seen a beach before that she found a beach and, like, drowned herself? Or... Yeah, that body at the bottom of the mirror, Sin, is a sculpture. Thing is... Phew. Okay. Okay! Like my lots of choices. I don't feel like Ivy became Susan. Susan didn't have any of the, eating disorder issues. When is this happening? Concurrently? Do I have anything on me? Was Joe trying to hang himself? I can't use it? Okay. So she broke into Joe's apartment, it looks like. Is this a scene from the cat lady? I don't remember. I think maybe it was. I think maybe it was. It's too high to jump down. This hole leads right into the Morrison's old flat. Okay, let's go to Morrison's flat. Go downstairs. No? Huh? Fire extinguisher. Okay. Fire axe box. Yeah, fine. Still don't want to pick up the broken glass? It does look familiar. Yeah. Like, I think we were in this exact... Yes, we were. The red light. The red light, I remember it. Oh, the rope! The rope!
I'll tie it to the chair. It should easily hold my weight.
They are in two different places, though. What? 5th floor. What? This is a trip.
Where do you think you're going?
What?
What you got there, son? Another dead body to add to the list?
Dad.
You know, your mother always loved Robbie more. He was such a happy kid. Always smiling.
Thanks, Dad.
And you let him fucking die.
It was an accident and you know it. There's no use arguing.
Fuck you, Dad. Fuck you.
I think it's an
Well, it doesn't
opportunity to
even
get that
matter.
off his chest.
My life ended the moment. Your mother. I know you remember. You were there too.
Shit, I
You
knew
didn't
it.
even cry.
Go to hell.
I'll finish my cigarette and I'll go. There's nothing left for me here. You're a grown man. This home is yours now. Enjoy.
So his mom committed suicide and cut her wrists in the living room, and since they're talking about, you know, they were there, right? How do you not stop that? That people don't bleed out that fast from cutting their wrists. Even if you do it deep enough that you will eventually bleed out and die, you don't die that fast. She is in the corner? Who's in the corner? Yeah, he's right there. He's in the corner right here, smoking his little stupid cigarette with his dead fucking mouth. Wow. His family really went to shit after that, then. Looks like they were not concerned for his mental health from that traumatic site and that traumatic event like they should have been, but rather they blamed him, and the family fell apart and nobody gave a fuck how he felt about it. I don't think we should be doing this, but there's no other way, I assume. If it gave me a choice, if this game gave me a choice whether to, like, if it had
I see
alternate
you have
endings.
taken matters into your own hands, young man.
He's alive
I do
again.
appreciate a good initiative, but I'm afraid it's not going to work.
I thought you were dead.
No!
Yeah, I saw the mom in the
Death
chair.
is but a state of mind. And my mind has always been a wandering one.
What do you want?
I felt inclined to inform you that what you are trying to achieve here is, well, pointless.
You shouldn't have a head.
Why? It worked before. I brought Agnes back.
This whole idea was flawed from the start. There simply isn't enough power here to alter the subject's state of mind. No one has that kind of power. Well, except the subject herself, perhaps. But as you see, sadly, she is not willing to cooperate.
Fuck you. I'm gonna try anyway.
But I've told you, your efforts will only prove futile.
I knew you were full of shit the moment I met you.
I admit I was initially excited about the prospect, but sadly, I was wrong to think it would ever work.
Yeah? Then watch this.
Well, where did all of these creepy mannequins come from? Interesting. I should be able to monitor Ivy's pulse on this. Okay. He's systolic at the moment. It must take so much electricity to power up this thing. Generator. We didn't use the generator before, did we? It's wired to the bed on the left. Do I have anything in my inventory at all? No. Let's try it. Will you move the camera? Did it blow her up? Jesus.
Someone's screaming. Great. This can only mean one thing. Joe's lost the plot. I always knew there was something wrong with him. Just stay calm, Susan. You can deal with this.
Did we literally
One
see
step
this?
at a time. I've been there before. It always starts with a weapon.
Once upon a time I made a pretty nice weapon out of a chair, but I can do better now. Wait, is this... Is this post the cat lady, Susan? Guys! I think this is post the cat lady, Susan. Once upon a time I made a pretty nice weapon out of a chair, but I can do better now. Remember, she also said, you've been here before. Broomstick. Ah, it's you again. Sadly only a shadow of your former self, but maybe you can help me again. Wait, did she take it? Okay. Let's go down this ladder! It feels like things are wrapping up. Manhole? Quiet Haven Hotel? That's where the scream came from. I shouldn't go inside without a weapon. Look closer. What about it? Examine? There's something shiny stuck inside the pipe. There's no way of putting my arm in that filthy sewage water. Okay. Let's... broomstick it. Let's broomstick it.
I can't quite catch it with this. I need something more pointy.
Ah, you're so demanding. You're so particular. You're just so particular, Susan, aren't you? But that's okay. You don't need to know what happened in the cat lady sin because this, chronologically, the cat lady came out after this. The rope? I mean, what is this? Use. Not here. Okay, well, mannequin arm! Huzzah! Okay, let's take it. Ooh, bathroom. I kinda... If you were alive, that blade wouldn't... If you were alive, that blade would have been already stuck in your throat for sure. Take blade? I don't see a blade. Oh, she's holding it.
Careful not to cut myself.
Pipe. Maybe there's an old rack stuck inside the pipe. Maybe I should just take it out. I should pick up everything. Take everything with you. Always. Broken. Okay. I'm having a long hot bath once I'm done with this, but not here, obviously. Okay. Alright. I don't even know how long we've been going on stream, actually, because I streamed for... Let's see, I started at 1:30 or 1:15 or so. Only an hour and a half. Okay. We can keep going. Manhole. Look closer. Use the arm. It's a key.
Yuck.
Gross. You can hold on to that, Mr. Mannequin Hand. Alrighty. I have a weapon. Arm yourself. What? Whatever happened to the handle? What? Is something wrong with the handle? Oh, it's just the blade. Should we connect it to something? What are we gonna connect it to? Is she gonna say we don't have a weapon? Broomstick, use. So we can't combine stuff in our inventory, apparently. Weird. I can't see anything. Whoa. Gas oven. Examine. Open. Is anything in there? Look inside. Charred remains of a cat. Takes the skull. Sure, we'll take the skull. Okay. Look closer. Alright, crafting table. Examine. I could build a weapon here. So, let's do so. Let's take this. And let's take the cloth. The broomstick, I guess. Yeah.
These two seem made for each other. But the weapon is still too fragile. Something's missing. But what?
Hmm. A cat skull?
And what if I screw this skull on top to
I
make
knew it.
more sturdy?
I figured.
Right. Done. The ultimate cat lady weapon.
Nice. Yeah, it's a scythe. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty wicked. Hey! Hey! Look at the skull that's on the desk. It's exactly the same as the one that we stole the brain from to give to Agnes. Alright, give me a minute, guys. I need to grab a drink. Be right back. In literal moments. Okay, I am back. Let's catch up with the chat log. Okay. Yeah, poetic justice for Lucifer. I love it. Yeah, that's it's pretty legit. Everything has a dream versus unreal equivalent. Dream, delusion, whichever. Huh. Guys, can you still hear me? Is the stream still going on? Guys? Guys, what happened? What are you seeing? Do you guys still see the game? Because I'm getting the network error again. I'm getting the network error. Please try again. Do you guys see the game now? Because Twitch is giving me that that network error again, and it's on my video preview. It's just black. Game is back. All right. So okay. So there's been no skips or anything. You've been seeing everything. That's so weird. I don't know why it says. Whatever, I'm just gonna ignore you, Twitch. You're dumb. Dumb. Okay. Is there anything else that we can do with our stuff? Scythe. I love it. Okay, let's get out of here then. We don't need you anymore, table. Susan, you're such a badass. Oh man, you inspiring gal, you. Oh dear. Oh boy. What is with all the sudden mannequins? Never had mannequins as a reoccurring. Oh, we have to close it before we can. I like that little. Yeah, that's pretty decent. You have to close the oven door before you can get by. At least something in here is grounded in something in this game is grounded in reality. Yeah, let me know if anything goes pear-shaped, because I when I look over at my video preview and it's just all black and it says network error, I'm like, oh shit, how long have they not been able to see this? And okay, all right, ready? We're gonna go fuck some people up as Susan. Oh yeah, love Susan.
Has it worked?
But if Susan's coming in here armed, I don't have very high hopes for Joe and Ivy right now. Oh boy, this is the begin.
No. You useless piece of junk. You worthless fucking shit.
But she screamed. But how did she die? Why? It's so relevant. It's so important. Did she kill herself? Did the Queen of Maggots kill her? Did her own monster kill her?
I wouldn't worry about it, mate.
Oh, you piece of shit. Get out of
The
here.
girl was the size of a jet plane. And now she's out because she didn't want to play the game. That's pretty fair if you ask me.
It's people like you who made her think that way.
It's people like you who made her think this way. No matter how many times I told her she was beautiful, it was always there. This sickness. This twisted state of mind. It's all your fault. Your lies. Your idea of a perfect woman. But she was already perfect. Why can't you all fucking see that?
The man never lies, Joe.
Is that the first Sophie? No.
You know what you saw looking in it?
But she is nothing like that.
Isaac Martin, hey! You're joining us right at what's maybe the climax
You
ending?
found a way to fix that, didn't you, Joe?
You found a way to...
You always knew what's best for her.
She was starving herself to death.
Oh, is that what she did? Fuck.
You know what they say. No pain, no gain.
I was just trying to save her.
I was just trying to save her.
It's not your fault.
Is that his little brother? Oh no, that's... Yeah, it is his little brother. No, it's your fault, you dipshit! Oh my god, that's horrible!
Robbie,
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry you were too stupid to listen to me.
And I'm sorry too.
I mean, I don't think he should be apologizing. He did nothing wrong. He's, you know, like, I understand that he has remorse that he couldn't save Robbie, but, I mean, that's, he should be sorry for the situation. There's no reasonable way that you can put the blame of this on Joe for his little brother. He did everything that he could.
What do I do now?
Don't bother, young man. He's already gone.
You. Is it because I didn't blow out the
But
candle?
he would answer that. He would have said, give up. This is the end. Accept it and embrace it.
This is not the end. Who are you? It's none of your business. I don't know. I kind of think that it is the end. In reality, it would be, but not in this crazy backwards. Game.
Who
Me-
are you?
I'm the one who's pulling the strings here. And you...
Oh.
You are the sixth parasite.
What?
And the sixth changes everything.
He's not a parasite!
I have no idea what you were talking about, you crazy woman.
She's... Agnes!
Sup, Joe? Missed me?
Please tell me you're real.
Please tell me you're real.
Joe, deep inside, you know I'm not. But without me, you can never bring Ivy back. Because I finally got it. I know who I am. And I know why I'm here.
Oh my gosh. Who are you? You are my little ray of light in this overwhelming darkness. You are my last tiny sliver of hope I held on to. You are that part of Ivy I fell in love with. I don't know about that. I think I want to say you are the last tiny sliver of hope I held on to.
You were the last tiny sliver of hope I held on to. And that dress is the dress you got married to.
Now you recognize it.
I'm a bloke. I don't think about dresses much, but I remember it now.
Good. Then there's only one thing left to do.
Lepezi? Lepezi, I think you were right. Was it Lepezi? Were you the one who said? Were you the one who said that maybe Agnes was Susan's optimism or Susan's something? I think. Yeah, and then so one of the options that we had to say here was, you were the part of Ivy that I fell in love with. Maybe that literally is, right? Like, or maybe that's what she is. But that means if you have a piece of her,
You can't.
It's okay, Joe. Just switch it on. Let's bring her back to life.
but first 5 are in the cat lady. Sin. Can we bring her back to life? And then Susan's gonna come in here and just kill everyone. Dark. Can't I say something to her? Alright. Let's do it. I think this is kind of ending the game. But isn't... Yeah, no, I think that too. But isn't Ivy gone then? I think that little piece of herself that Agnes represents got buried in all the darkness of her mind. So if we put that, I don't know, if we put that little piece of hope and brightness back into her, we've killed all the Sophies. If maybe that was what was causing her disease.
Joe, if this works, be good to her.
Little boy again.
I would never hurt you, and you know that.
That sounded
We can't
accusational.
start
Shit.
Again here. When you smile, I feel like the happiest man alive. I like holding you in my arms most.
All the reasons we said we loved her.
I can imagine spending the rest of my life with you.
I've been making myself sick.
I'll help you. But we can beat this shit together, Ives.
Are you mad at me?
I could never be mad at you.
Poor thing.
I love you.
There's nobody in the chair. Look at the heart monitor. Shit.
happen to have a zero tolerance for sons of bitches.
Wow. She has no
Poor
idea
girl.
the story we've been...
I was too late to save you.
Wow.
You're late.
Is that,
Mrs. A? I heard noises, and are you okay? Are you hurt?
I'm fresh as a daisy. And I managed just fine on my own, thank you.
What kind of trouble did you get yourself into this time?
The usual. Just another human parasite.
You killed Joe Davis?
Afraid so. Turns out we were living next door to a psychopath. Just look at what he did to his wife.
Oh, holy shit. She's nothing but skin and bones. Has he been starving her?
Well, pardon me. I've got to ask.
What the hell?
Don't touch her. He's been frying her with these electric wires. So stay back, Mitzi.
Mitzi. I thought it was
There's a switch
Mitzi,
over
but...
there. Let's shut it down.
Wait. I think she's alive.
This is gonna be some serious Romeo and Juliet shit. She's gonna come back to life. She's gonna see that Joe's dead.
Oh.
And then, oh, okay. Or she'll just erupt
I'll
into
get the
fire.
fire extinguisher.
Go.
And then she's gonna kill herself again. I was gonna finish by saying, yeah, Mitzi. So now I really don't know where in the timeline it is. Oh. What the fuck is happening? I'm so lost. I'm so lost at this point. Is that the end? No, that I couldn't.
We have to run, Ivy.
What the
But
fuck?
it's okay. I know a place. A small countryside hotel. The kind you always liked.
That's the hotel.
We can start again. We will start again there.
No. Give me more wrap up. Come on, please. Is that the body he's actually carrying? Ah, Mikowski. Well, holy crap, what a dirty, vulgar song. Well, I'd say that my thought, how I rate the game is going to be different from how I rate the ending. Software now is the question. How long has he been doing? Did you guys have a revelation that I didn't? I need to turn this down. So now the question is, how long has he been doing this? Been doing what? I didn't feel like any questions were answered. So, I mean, how much, because I don't know how much of that was real and how much of it was like psychosis. Because even at the end there, like, okay, he got killed and then he got back up, and then what? I mean, Ivy's corpse was on fire, and yeah, rest in pieces. Ivy's corpse was on fire, and then Queen of Maggots, Margaret Cowan. And then you're standing outside the hotel, not the apartments. I'm so confused. The timeline is very confusing. Seems that everything Joe saw was in his head. Seems to me with the state of the body, this was not the first time. What? So that... But wasn't it like that because it was burned? Because it caught on fire? It seemed to me with the state of the body, this was not the first time. So you think he's just... I'm so confused. See, just a guy says, how long has he been doing this? Been doing what, though? Like, you think he's kidnapping people and... Oh, Ivy was decaying and Joe can't accept she is dead. I see, I see. Yeah, I don't know. What's this going on? Skip frames detected. I don't know what that is. Ooh! Hopefully there's something here. What? Why is there only one missing? 26 of 27?! I missed something? What the hell did I miss? Ending A, on the run. Ugh, I could have had a different ending? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh! Okay. What did I miss? Murderer escapes from crime scene. Authorities investigating a case of fire that broke out in the apartment building of Helen... Authorities are investigating the cause of a fire that broke out in the apartment building at Helen Road last night. Which I guess was... Was that the apartments he grew up in? And the apartment that... Susan lived in? Firefighters have discovered several bodies inside. Our sources confirmed that at least 5 of them had already been dead when the fire started. 5 of them. Were there 5 Sophies? Suspected of the crime is Joe D., one of the residents of the building. A witness saw him carrying a charred body towards his car. The police are looking for him, but as for now, his whereabouts are unknown. I don't know if Susan would be in the body count. It wouldn't be 4 Sophies and Ivy because he took Ivy's body with her, and they said they found 5 bodies at the crime scene. He was brandishing an axe at her before the fade out. Yeah, he was, but I have no idea what where in the timeline of these games this is happening. Like, was it after the events of the cat lady? Obviously not before, because the beginning of the very, very beginning of the cat lady, she hadn't met Mitzi yet. I honestly don't think it was Susan or Mitzi. I can't say anything more without like, telling you to go finish the rest of the cat lady. I'm not really happy with my ending. If we're gonna be... Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. We're just gonna leave it on BRB because I don't have a screen for I'm just gonna talk. Hold on a second. I think I need to refresh Twitch. I'm not very happy with the ending I've got. A lot of the game I was really, really loving, and then things just started getting chaotic instead of just confusing. Like, you know what? I bet that if you killed Agnes with the axe instead of that horrible manager, I bet you would have gotten a different ending for that. I want to I want to know what the other endings are, for sure. You think blowing out the candle? Did you look it up? What if Agnes ate the soup? I don't know. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I see this link. View page. But you're not supposed to blow out a candle! Because every time you blow out a candle in the cat lady... Oh, I can't say that. I can't say that. Let's just say I purposefully, meaningfully did not blow out a candle. Oh, yeah. Let me take a closer look. Okay, so if you have a conversation with Ivy in the dining room, you get to keep 4 skulls. Conversation with Ivy in room 101, 5. Conversation with Dr. Z, you get 1. Giving the injection to Sophie gives you 1. Conversation between Joe and Ivy in bed gives you 5. Number of TE points? What's TE? The ending? The ending. Interaction with Ivy in the toilet maze. Blowing out the candle. Conversation with Harrison. Defending Agnes from Harrison. Conversation with manageress. Conversation with manageress. Bed scene. Nice. Okay. To achieve... Or can I go through the endings? Yeah? You guys okay with that if I go through the endings? No, I told Ivy in the bed scene that I was not mad at her. And you can it's reflected by... It's reflected by how whenever in one of the very, very last scenes where they're children again and they're kind of standing in the grass, one of the phrases he says is, "I could never be mad at you." I'd rather have you play them, says Lepezi. Oof. 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 That would probably take a lot of time in replaying the game multiple times. And I don't know about that. I think maybe my impression of, I don't know. starting to lose some of my focus here. Okay, focus, focus, focus. So because of the conclusion that we got, because of the ending that we got, it completely changes the entire premise of the story that you played through. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that one bit. It's like if you do a couple of things different, you know, during the game, then the ending is like, oh yeah, that never happened. You were actually a psycho murderer. Or if you do a couple of things different, let's say at the ending it turns out all of that was real and you guys came out on top and I don't know, Ivy didn't die. Ivy didn't die and you know she's cured from her eating disorder and she can go back to being the best version of herself, right? But then the alternative is he's a psychopath. You have no idea how much of that was real or delusion or hallucination, and he's been murdering people. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I don't think that I did anything in particular. I don't know. Okay, which do you guys remember which ending it said that I got? Was it ending B? Did I get all 3 parts of the letter? I'm trying to look at these. I don't know what endings A, B, and C are. Like, it doesn't even say anything about them. Oh, here it is. Click. Which scene? I'm just gonna see which one we got. Ending A. No, that's still not ending. That's not an explanation. Yeah, I want an explanation of what those endings are. I don't think there is even a happy ending. Ending A, ending A. You only got 2, right? Got 2? I don't know what you mean by 2. Walking away. Yeah. Oh, no, it was called On the Run. It was called On the Run. Yeah. I don't know what you mean by only 2. I did get 26 out of 27 skulls. I want to do a little fixing of where is I'm going to make this chat thing bigger. Well, I meant longer, but forgot to do this chat box. I don't remember how to do this. Shit. Chat box. Ah, there we are. Let's make the height more heighty. Oh my gosh, I cannot type the things. No, not 1800. Done. Right? Height? Is that... Oh, 2 parts of the letter! Yeah, I think I did only get 2 parts of the letter. Hum. If I change this to... Done. It's not... Son of a... There. That's better. Alright? And then we're going to change the timeout. We're going to change the timeout on the chat box. Add timeout after... let's give it a little bit longer to time out. Okay. Check this out on the stream. Okay. Yeah, it was walk away. I'm looking up what the endings are right now, where I'm trying to. It's just saying, oh, this is how to get these endings, but it's not saying what they are. Okay, let's try a different site. Oh, it's literally just the same. I don't want a YouTube thing. Downfall has a wiki? I am blown away! That's amazing! Golden ending. Downfall ending. What? Oh, normal ending. Okay. So the normal ending is on the run. That's the normal ending. Then there's golden ending. And then the downfall ending. Huh. You achieve downfall or golden ending without using tendency hints. Huh. Yeah, it's still not telling me the differences. I want a link. Link me. Yeah, that's what I was looking at, Sin. It said how to get them, but not what they are. That's the problem I'm having right now, Lepezi. It's just hard. It's hard to analyze the game because I don't understand what happened. I would consider that a little bit of a failing for the creators. You don't want to have things be weird and crazy for the sake of being weird and crazy. Like, it should be artistically crazy, right? Like, you don't want to pull cheap stuff at the end like, oh, well, actually, well, I mean, sometimes you can, if it's done, I guess, eloquently, at the end have your protagonist that you thought was doing a good thing the whole time actually doing a bad thing. I mean, that's a pretty common, like, trope used in storytelling. Yeah, like seriously, exactly what Lepezi you're saying, that you'd like to know if Ivy killed herself or if Joe starved her. Now you don't know. Like, it changes the entire fucking game. Yeah, like, I mean, up till now you would assume that, Ivy starved herself. Or killed herself. I mean, maybe Susan, not knowing the context of what was going on, just assumed that he starved her, which would make sense. I mean, you're an outsider, you see some guy electrocuting a dead body that's his wife. I mean, and then she's completely emaciated, then you would assume that it was him. So maybe we can completely disregard that. You get free interpretation. I get free interpretation, but you need a base? I don't know what that means. Yeah, you can't create stuff and be like, well, sometimes things don't have a meaning. I prefer big revelation, but only if all the clues were there. Yes! But I have to say, playing it, as I was playing it, I was really enjoying it. I was expecting more answers. I was expecting a little bit more work on the side of the developers on just making sure that it was cohesive. Is that the right word? Because you have all these floating, I'm a little bit frustrated, so excuse my language. You have all these floating fucking little details that are parts of the game now that you're like, well, wait, what the hell was that about then? Like the manageress, like what was her point? Who was she after all? And what about all these jumping around between the places that they were at? So I mean, there was the hotel, right? And then jumped between that and the place that Joe lived when he was a kid. Coherent. I was considering using the word coherent. I don't know if that's the word I want to use either. I don't know. There was the place where Joe grew up, and then there was the apartment that Susan lived in, that apparently Joe also lived in, but we did not see in any other part of the game. We did not see that apartment with Susan in it in any other part of the game. Consistent is a good word. Yeah, I mean more consistency, more. So I want to know at what point. I mean, is that where they escaped from, or not escaped? Is that where they took a vacation from? I don't know if there were any. Let's see, were there time skips that we played in? I'm not sure if there were any time skips that we played in, but I'm trying to think. I mean, maybe when Ivy's in the bathroom, she kind of has that breakdown when they were in their apartment. But I'm just kind of like, wait, they were at the hotel, now they're at the apartment that Joe lives in, and Sin, let's hear what you have to say, Sin. I just got that everything Joe saw was a delusion in his head. He was running around his apartment building, killing everyone in a vain, deluding attempt to resurrect his dead wife. Susan happens upon the scene and takes down another parasite. It seems to be her mission in this. You may very well be right, Sin, but I will be so sad if that's the truth. I would be extremely disappointed. Lepezi says, well, no, I meant like when they were kids in the bathroom and in the bed. Oh! I don't think that we could have changed anything when they were kids. No matter what we did, he was gonna die. We tried it twice because my game crashed and I had to go back and redo it. In the bathroom, I think it was extremely linear. There was nothing you could do about it. Like, very, very, very linear. You had no options whatsoever. But in the bed, I think you're absolutely right about. Those words that we said to Ivy when we were in bed came back to us later in the game. More than once. I think that definitely had an effect on, I would say, our ending, but then again, look at the difference between the ending we got and one of the other endings was blowing out the freaking candle. If you blow out the candle and you get, 27 skulls or 27 points, then apparently it would have been drastically different. The problem with these kinds of stories is that you don't know what is a delusion and what is real. Yeah. And I think that if you want to be a good storyteller, you need to have more definition in your ending. Instead of leaving your player to be saying, well, what was this about? What was this even about? What was... what does this game even mean? What is it even trying to say? It just seems like instead of having any actual meaning, it's just like what would you call it? I'm so at a loss for the right words today. It's more like just sticking a bunch of pieces of individual scenarios or scenes and aspects of a game, different characters. Let's just stick this character in there because, well, that's kind of cool, and let's stick this in there too, and oh, that's real creepy. That's going to be so sick. Oh, this is a really disturbing scene right here. And then at the end, when you look at the sum of all of a game's parts, they have no meaning together. Since that's true, they do differentiate between what Joe sees in the dining room and what Susan sees, though. Then they corner Joe in the electric chair and Susan cuts him down, but the room doesn't change because he isn't dead. The room doesn't change because he isn't dead. Just a guy, you hit the nail on the head. This ending just felt very, guess Joe was just nuts after all. Like, and then you can completely disregard everything that you learned from the game. Oh, well, guess none of it was real. And I feel cheated because of that. Didn't the room change, Sin, when Susan went down, actually approached the room that had the electric chair in it? Because prior to that, the hospital bed was surrounded by mannequins, and when Susan walked in, it wasn't. Yeah, pulling a whole, like, M. Night Shyamalan twist at the end. Something like, well, he was dead the whole time. Or like, I don't know, like some movies like that. What's that one? A Brilliant Mind. You know, those big reveals at the end. They have to be done so delicately, and there has to be hints and clues throughout the game or throughout the movie that support that twist at the end that you didn't notice while you were watching it, right? So like, oh my gosh, so like, alright, The Sixth Sense, oh yeah, he's dead at the end, right? And then, but if you go back, there were indications you just didn't really notice. You didn't really notice that they never spoke to each other again. There were other instances that, now that you were aware of what the twist at the end is, you can see that they dropped hints about it all the way along. Sin, you're a genius. The twist basically has to recontextualize what's come before, not just spin off into another direction. Exactly. That's what I feel like happened with the ending I got. If that's the case, Lepezia, that there were hints left, but, oh, well, if you haven't watched The Sixth Sense now, I doubt you were planning to. Maybe there were hints, but I don't think there were. And if there were, they were not enough. It didn't have the best impact on me. I really enjoyed the game while I was playing it, but now that I know, because of the ending I got, it soured everything that I went through. Everything like how I felt sympathy for the Sophies, and I really hated that manageress, and all the really crazy shit that we had to do, and all the crazy shit that we saw. Like, I'm being told it means nothing. Empire Strikes Back. Oh yeah, what was that? In the 80s? Well, I think this is going to count. I think this is going to count as my discussion video for this series, because I just don't, unless I go back and get a different ending, which I wouldn't show the playthrough, I don't think. I wouldn't show the playthrough, I don't think, because it would be very, very time consuming. I'd probably load the closest autosave that I have to when we were at the Queen of Maggots house. Stories Untold. Oh yes, I actually had a question for you, Ark. Hold on. No. ADD. Stop. Wait. Let me finish. let me finish my thought. What was it? What was my thought? Oh, right. If I go back and play Downfall, I'm just gonna load as close to the candle area as I can, blow out the candle, maybe like video capture that little bit if it shows an extra something. But then I think one of the other requirements is that you have read all 3 pieces of the letter. I'll have to find out what the letter is. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just go to a spoiler site and read about it. So, okay, Stories Untold. I was looking at games, and I wanted to make sure that I was looking at the right game you had suggested. Let me pull it up here. Where is that search bar? Where is that search bar? Okay, Stories Untold. Okay. Oh, well, there's Stories Untold right there. When I searched for it last time, one of them was like, it was literally Lovecraft's Untold Stories, and there was like a different one. Stories Untold. Oh no, I guess I did find it. Okay. Yeah. I have this on my wish list. Because you had mentioned it to me. Stories Untold is a compilation tape of 4 experimental adventures, including a remaster of the original hit episode, The House Abandoned. Interesting. Tags are thriller, indie, horror, atmospheric, adventure. I like all of that. I like the sound of all of that. Any others that y'all can recommend for me? It's such a gloomy day outside. Is it raining? It's supposed to be raining all day, but... Alright. Did anybody here watch Rule of Rose? The one I did. I tried The Longest Journey, and I canceled it. Does anybody here know of it? Is it Silent Hill Homecoming? Ark? I know I've watched it, but that was a while back. Okay. Anyways, I was thinking about doing that again, starting from scratch with an emulator, a PS2 emulator, to really knock up the graphics. What do you think? The Haunting Ground? Like I'd have to start from the very beginning again because I don't remember enough of my decision making and whatnot, and I don't even know if I have. I don't even know if I have the save game anymore. But I know that some PS2 emulators can really make the graphics better so that you can see what's happening. The graphics were so horrible. There's better technology right now. Recording softwares are much better than the shit I had to deal with when I was recording Rule of Rose the first time. Hunting Ground's a favorite? Alright. Your motion has been seconded, so it is added to the list. Alright, here my little list is Rule of Rose. And there's Haunting Ground. And then there's, of course, Stories Untold. Gone Home. Gone Home is something I thought might be worth considering going after again. I seriously hate that I have abandoned so many Let's Plays unfinished. It has a ton of being chased, though. I don't like that. Did you ever finish Alice Manus Returns? Jesus, I don't think so, but I made so many videos of those, and you know what? I was hating it. I was just kind of hating it. Not my style of game, I guess. It was my kind of theme, but not the actual gameplay. I do hate running away. It gives me a constant, like, severe anxiety. Severe anxiety. It's not fun. It's not fun. I need to have a little background banner for when we're just chatting. Yeah, I don't think I would give Haunting Ground. I don't think I would give it a try, knowing that it's a lot of being chased. But I will look at it just to see. If I might change my mind after I look at what it is. So, while I'm trying to think of a next, like, longer, lengthier series to go through. Oh, wait, Alan Wake. I've heard of that before. I even have the game. Is Alan Wake and Alan Wake like something American Nightmare? Is that the same game? Is that just the subtitle? Library. I have... Wait, where is it? Where is it? Oh, I'm not looking at my games. My games. Alan Wake and Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Are they both the same game? Oh. Okay, cool. There's a remake of The Witch's House? That's interesting. Oh, it's not part of the main game's canon. Ha! Okay, Ark, Fatal Frame, funny story. I had a friend who had that when I was in middle school, and I went over to his house to see him play it a little bit. It scarred me. No, it left some scars. I was so absolutely, like, traumatized and terrified for years and years and years and years later from images that I saw in Fatal Frame. And I've watched people play it now, like Let's Plays, but not played it myself. I don't think I could play it myself. I had too much freak out factor. That's like Ebe. Ah, you liked Ebe? So what I'm gonna do is I'll keep some stuff in mind. Let me just I will throw Witch's House. What would, like the... I didn't finish Witch's House, but did I ever even post the ones that I did make? The video... I did make a couple videos of Witch's House, and then I just stopped. Because that was what I did, apparently. I'll take a look at some of these. Never Alone. But while I'm doing this deciding, I'll do some more casual stuff, like some Undertale. Minecraft, probably. Maybe even tonight. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. It's Sunday. Maybe even later tonight I'll come back on and do some Minecraft and just mess around all casual like. So we finished Inside. We finished Downfall. Oh, Project High Rise. Yeah, I haven't even played that yet, but I was thinking of giving it a go. Alright, Just a Guy, take care. Well, I'm gonna pretty much wrap up this stream anyway. We've been going for a long time. Have a good night, Just a Guy. Thanks for joining us. I think I'm gonna take off as well, because I have some stuff to do before I want the evening to set upon me. Just a Guy, was he from... He was from... Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for sitting here and chatting with me for a little bit after the game was over. If anybody's watching this video on demand and actually made it through this far, if you have some other ideas about our ending that we got, or any explanations, or if you disagree with my opinion about how the game ended, you can tell me how you disagree and why, and I'm fully prepared to, like, you know, receive criticism and have my thought processes tweaked if they're not logic based. Good night, guys. Thank you so much. Sin, Ark, Chiron, who was here earlier, that you guys jumped on the subscription wagon. That's super awesome. I super appreciate that. And I love you guys. So take care, and I will see you, what is it, Thursday? Either Saturday night or Sunday. Okie doke. See ya.